Hey guys, welcome back to Mortgage Minute. We've got Alli in the studio today, and we are going to talk about, we finally found that home. Our offer is accepted. What do we do now? Stay tuned for some answers and tips to all your home buying questions and concerns.
That is the one email I'm always looking forward to getting. So, hey, congrats, you got an accepted offer. And then I get the, so what
now?
Next? Yeah. So usually right after we get an accepted offer, we'll go through the contract, set up your file, make sure it agrees with the terms of your contract. And then we do disclosures, which are basically electronic forms that say, hey, I understand I'm getting into the process of doing a loan. Those get sent to you to sign, review, go over them. And then from there, sometimes you'll do an inspection. So it depends on if your preference. If you choose to do an inspection, you can. You don't have to. We don't require it.
Yeah.
So if you decide to do that, then we wait for that to come back. Once that's back, we decide, hey, there's no issues here. We're going to move forward with the process. Then we order the appraisal. Mm-hmm. So appraisal determines the value of the home again. So once that comes back, we plop that in your file. In the meantime, while all that's going on, your file gets to our processor, who then reviews your file. They're basically responsible for making it look pretty for the underwriter. So they'll go through, they'll comb it, make sure we have all the documents, look for anything that might be a red flag to the underwriter.
Sure.
There's a lot of back and forth there just to make sure we have everything we need so it goes in and comes out smoothly.
Yeah.
So once they're done with that, it goes to underwriting. The underwriter will go through, that process is a little bit longer just because they're literally going through everything. Things that you would never think of, they're going through. So once they're done with the review, they send it back to the processor with their decision. Is it approved? Is it denied? Is it suspended? As long as it's approved, the processor goes back through the decision and says, hey, here's what we need. We're missing 1 month bank statement, or we're missing XYZ, or hey, what is this deposit that the underwriter found? Once the processor gets that information, or sometimes we'll do it, it really kind of just depends on the company.
Yeah.
The processor will reach back out and say, hey, we need this, this, and this. Your loan's paused until you get us what we need. So always be on it with your documentation, because that can take the entire process from being a 15-day process to a 60-day process. So a lot of it relies on the client.
Yeah.
Once they gather that information, they send it back to the underwriter. The underwriter then looks over everything, and then hopefully at that point, they put the clear to close on the file.
Woohoo!
So, and also in between that time is usually when you're locking rates, or your loan officer's contacting you, or you can do it up front when you do disclosures. But once you have the clear to close, then your realtors will schedule your closing, and you go to the closing.
Yeah, and then you get to move into your house. Yeah.
But Amy, what does your process look like after you get an accepted offer?
So after the offer is accepted, from the realtor standpoint, we have to go right into earnest money. That's the next big thing. So you've got to be ready to drop off that earnest money. We schedule inspections, or they could waive them. But typically you're scheduling inspections, and then we're looking around for home insurance after that. So typically the realtor will send the accepted offer over to the lender, and then you're just worried about getting your earnest money in, lining up your inspections, responding to those, calling around for a home insurance quote, and then waiting for that appraisal to come in.
For sure.
So
we're both very busy during
Yes. It sounds simple, but there's a list, and have a good lender and a good realtor to help you keep on track with all of it.
I don't think people realize how much goes into both sides of it.
No, right. Yeah, that's true. But we'll get you to the closing table. We'll catch you guys next time on Mortgage Minute. Stay tuned for some answers and tips to all your home buying questions and concerns.